Good afternoon. Oh, some slow motion running. So welcome for today's tour. So I thought today we'll start up here with the beautiful giraffes. So we've got two giraffes here. So that is Robin on the left there and Rudy on the right. And then on the far left we've got Jerky the Blessbok. So he's waiting for a new girlfriend to arrive, but at the moment he seems to quite enjoy hanging out with these two boys. His two big friends. So they've come out at the moment. I've just timed it while they're going to be doing some cleaning in the indoor house. So just having some outdoor time. I've got some browse for them, so I'll let them settle down a little bit and then I will see if they want to come over for some food. I asked Matt to get me some browse and he decided to find whatever nightmare this stuff is. So he said this is willow and it is absolutely covered in all these little fluffy bits. That's making my nose itch already. I've got awful hay fever, which is just about starting now. So thanks to Matt, this could get messy. Hi Heather. So these two, they're only a day apart in age, but there's quite a size difference between them. So I'll just wait to see if they come over. Doesn't look like it at the moment. So I've got quite a busy afternoon planned. So after this we'll be picking the 18 animals for the League of Extraordinary Cuteness. So if you haven't done so yet, there's a post underneath this one. Go on there, and we're just gonna, it's just a little bit of fun to see what you think's the cutest animal here. If you've got pictures, do include those as well. And then tomorrow and the day after, those first 18 they will go head to head in pairs. It's all going to be randomised to make it fair. It's going to be like the Wingham World Cup, and you can vote on those. We'll do 4 of those a day for the first 2 days, so it doesn't take too long. Otherwise we'll be here for weeks. By the time we get a winner, we'll be out of lockdown. Go on, fellas. Do you want some food? Now, they don't really know me, so in terms of calling them over for food, I don't know how well that would work. So Robin, Rudy, come on. No, they're cleaning, mate. You can't go in that way. Come on, fellas. I said there's a little Jerky over there. So we're still working out all the finer details of if we're going to do a sort of feeding experience with those. So you have to watch this space for that. There's going to be quite a lot of planning and things involved in that, risk assessing and all that sort of side of it. And then we'll see. We wait a little while. We won't stay up here for too many hours. I think he looks like the more confident one. I reckon Jerky might be in charge of this group, you know. I won't be seeing the chimps today, so that's the other thing which I'm doing, which is going to keep me busy, is editing the video for tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got a great ape tour and a video, which we'll be watching live together. So there'll be a premiere of that video at 2 o'clock. So I'm just got to finish editing the last bits of that for you to make that nice video. I've done most of it. Looks like it's going to be quite a nice little video, probably about half an hour long or so. We go behind the scenes with the chimps and the orangutans. The reason why we're doing that is that I don't get any signal in there, so it's the only way to really show you those areas. But it's nice because we get to meet all of the great apes. They all come over for us. I do answer a few questions for you as well, and you see some of the sort of behind the scenes workings for that as well. So thank you very much for that, Jill. appreciate those stars. Come on, Robin. Want a bit of a treat? Rudy. Oh, so look up a bit. Hi, Tori. Yeah, so we hope we can all visit again soon as well. I can't wait to have you all back here. It's been too long since we've had you all here. Come on, fellas. I don't bite. So the egg hunt, just because we had a few people that were working that day and do work quite a bit, we left it so that people can re-watch that video for a week. So that'll be on Sunday. I'll be doing that for you then. Like I said, especially with the people who are sort of working for the NHS or so, I just wanted to make sure that we got plenty of time for them to be able to take part as well. So thank you, Paul, for those as well. So yeah, they're getting used to their outside bit now. Maybe they don't like the fact that I don't wear aftershave. Come on, fellas. No, they're trying to get even further away. So I don't think they're going to come over for a treat today. No, so usually they quite enjoy Willow. I think because I don't think they've come out much yet today, so I think they're just coming out for their little explore. So I think what I'm going to do is leave that here for them. They can come over and grab that in their own time if they want. So we'll go have a look at some other bits. What's everyone fancy seeing today? I haven't really done a schedule for this tour. So I'm easy going. So I'm up here anyway. So obviously we'll do all the animals that are up in this area. But after that, oh, dropped it. It's like Jerky can have that bit. Yeah, he really looks like he's one of the boys. So we're gonna head down. Hi, Katie. Red Panda. Yeah, we can go finish off down at the Red Pandas. So I said we're not going to see any great apes today. You can join us for that tomorrow. You going to go over and get that Willow now? Now that I'm over here. We'll see where Kike is. Sometimes she's hiding from me. So the meerkats are down by the Red Panda, so that's not a problem. Yeah, we'll see the tiger. So we're not walking through the lemurs at the moment, just because we are sort of slightly social distancing with our primates as well. So we're not going in there and letting them jump around on us at the moment. But I will try and see if they're out. So we'll try and see the lemurs, but not in with them. Right, so as well as that video, I'm also at the moment trying to film some bits from the reptile house for you all. So I'm busy with that tonight as well. So I've got plenty to keep me busy later. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, and thank you very much, Debbie. So has anyone else got any plans? Oh, hello. Anyone else got any plans for tonight? What's everyone doing later? Come on, I'm trying to get it so that we've got a nice view of you guys. So here we've got Molly, and then this handsome fella is Jin. So no, we've got not got any plans to get elephants here. and we haven't got the room here for elephants. So we do love elephants, beautiful, majestic animals, but we haven't got the space for them. Yeah, of course, yeah, we'll be clapping at 8 as well. So Molly is from Twycross Zoo and Jin here is from Monkey World. So they're sitting right in the worst window for glare at the moment. Having a little cuddle. Well, hopefully at least you've been getting lots of your dissertation done. So thank you, Pauline. At least you've got something to keep you busy with that dissertation. So thank you, Tanya, Sue and Sinead. Camping in our garden, love it. I should go camping. We've got a big garden. Here's our colobus monkeys. So the orangutans, they do like to show off to the visitors, so they might be missing that a little bit. But they do love a cuddle. They spend most of the time cuddling. Yeah, Jin and Molly have bonded really, really well. Never played Animal Crossing. I know it seems to be like the new Pokemon Go. Showing how old I am now. Thank you, Stephanie. Hi, Amelia and Freya. Hi, Reese. Heath and Dre. Oh, that's the worst, isn't it, when your word count goes down? I'm really good at rambling on, so I can get word counts up really quick. Hopefully it's at least about something interesting that you enjoy writing about. So hi, Gemma. So here's the squirrel monkeys, for someone who said they wanted to see them. Hi, Sophie and Katie. Little white fox looking animal. The only thing I can think of that you mean would be the albino coati, possibly. So he's well, she's a rescue, and we do still have her. We've got one of those. Lives with the other coatis and the raccoons. I assume that's who you're talking about, Paige. Thank you, Jackie. So yeah, we've been to Monkey World a couple of times now, and the staff down there absolutely amazing. Really, really nice people. So that sort of movement of Jin to us was really, really nice and pleasant move. We really enjoyed working with them. Hopefully we can work with them again in the future. So we're not planning on doing any orangutan experiences, but it'd be nice if we can do something with their giraffes. Hi, Henry. Hi, Leslie. Well, at least you've been doing something productive. So we're talking your ducklings or wild ducklings? Hi, Holly. Hi, Robert. So here's our, let's see if they're out. No otters. See if there's a bear out for you. Hi, Robert. I often have that problem as well, doing lots and lots of words with... I don't like when word counts are restricting. But luckily I don't need to do things like that anymore. Hi, Ruby. Oh, nice. 'Cause I think you're a vet nurse as well, aren't you, Sophie? I think. Is that right? And we've not got sort of any of our plans which we've had in terms of, there's roots are links. You can just see them there. Any plans which we've had in regards to getting new animals, they're sort of on hold at the moment. Obviously because money's a bit stretched at the moment. And with animal movements, everything's a little bit sort of in the air at the moment. So we've got these 2 ducks that live in with our bears. Doesn't seem like the best place to set up home, but thank you, Tim. Hi, Victoria and Suzanne. So the baby chicks, the penguins, are doing really well. Hi, Penny, Kai, Fleur and Gus. Yeah, wild ducks never appreciate when you save their babies, do they? Yeah, we'll try and see the penguins. So I'm just trying to catch up with all of the comments here. Oh, there we go. Look, there he is. So this is Arun. So the baby bear hasn't started coming out yet, but it is starting to get a little bit more independent now. I think Mum has moved it down onto the floor so it can get a little bit more exercise. So the bears don't seem to be too interested in the ducks. I was going to show you that because one of them looks quite interesting, because I think it's a mallard hybridized with a domestic cat, so it's got a nice white ring around its neck. It's quite pretty, the female. I don't think they're going to come over. Oh, well, you've got a little glimpse of a bear. Can't see the clouded leopards, they're in the dark at the moment. I keep thinking about doing a after hours tour, a tour in the dark, but to be honest, I don't know how much we'll actually see. Hi Giselle. So the animals are absolutely fine. It doesn't seem to have changed their behaviour at all, to be honest. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in the video tomorrow and show you the study that we do with the chimps 3 times a day. So we keep a really close eye on how they're behaving, and that behaviour doesn't seem to have changed much at the moment. So there's our Bintrong's having a nice little snooze. So the baby bear, we don't know what sex it is at the moment. Hi Amanda. Hope you managed to get everything you needed. So the baby bear, I think is, must be coming up to about, how old is that baby bear? Maybe 2 months or so. I'll double check that for you. No, we haven't moved any of the cats that we've got here. So those are just new cats that we've got there. Hi Albie. Hi Henry. Tigers are doing really well, thank you. I can see quite well in the dark, I'll be alright. I don't know how well my camera would do in the dark. The night vision is absolutely awful. There we got Belayan, he's coming out and checking out his tunnel. I'm not that near Luna, I can possibly go see the big cats though. '29th of January that baby bear was born. So my favourite animal is the Gray's monitors, which I know a lot of people find quite boring. So I do also like the chimps, like the jaguars. I'll see if the coati's out. We'll go that way because we're going to have a quick look at the penguins anyway, so we'll have a look there. So we've got the tortoises, they are feeding at the moment. So these are grazers, this species. So I'm glad everyone's still enjoying the tours. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing them as long as you keep watching. I always think it's really nice to know that at any one time we've still got sort of 200 to 300 people watching these tours. So hopefully you're finding them interesting. Yeah, I'll try and get round by the big cats. So we've got Ted here. Ted, the Aldabra tortoise. Hello fella. He's our friendliest tortoise, he loves a scratch. So those are orangutans on that side, and then we do have chimps as well. You'll see those in a video tomorrow. I'll do a video of those. So we've got a pre-recorded video. So I said, so he's a Aldabra tortoise, and he's not even halfway grown yet. So he's still got a lot of growing to do. So just to show you how big he is, that's my hand on his back. Yeah, Binks is doing okay. I'll get out of Samantha's way. I think she wants to fill up their pond.
Dive straight into it.
So Samantha's one of our mammals keepers. So at the moment I'm doing the reptiles in the morning, but to save me a little bit of time, the mammals have taken over doing the two groups of tortoises. Have I got your back? I think I lost you for a minute. I'm going to go down to the penguins first, so I can keep her out of everyone's way. That's up that way. You don't like the tortoises? I think that's the first time I've heard someone with a phobia of tortoises. Can't say too much. I'm scared of ferrets and clowns. Right, so I did just see, I think she's called Ice. So that's there. See if she comes back out. Hi Zach and Nancy. So that's the usual coloration for a coati. Absolutely. I got chased by a clown when I was little. I'm blaming that clown. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So I'm just waiting for Ice, the albino coati, to come back out the box. Yeah, so we have got sloths in the chimp house, and I don't get any signal in there, so we're not up there today. Maybe I'll quickly go do a video to add on to the end of the great ape video for tomorrow. Hi Nancy Lou and Caden. She's been stubborn, playing musical statues now. Well, let's go see the penguins. while we wait for that coati to come out. So if you go back and have a look at our videos from, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we got a video of some baby penguins. So I have to go check that out. It's a really nice video done by Becky and Sarah. They did a really good job. I think they're after my job. So I don't know who's who, so I can't answer that question. But I can tell you that the more grey ones, they are our younger ones, they're from last year. And then the other ones, the ones with the black band across their chest, that's our adults. Our oldest ones are both 11, so Kermit is the oldest one. Another video from the other day was the Kermit show, where they went for a walk and he decided that he was going to walk around the green twice and bring absolutely nothing back for his girlfriend. Oh, I didn't realise there was one here. The only reason I knew that's there is because it just pooped right by my feet. God, that was close. Hi Christine. Yeah, he had one piece of, the only reason he had that one piece of grass is because it was stuck in his beak. He didn't bring it back on purpose. I don't think he went home until about 3 PM in the end. So penguins do pair for life. Alright, Ice is out now, so we're going to go and look at her. So penguins do mate for life, but if one of the two does pass away, they will find themselves a new mate. There's some species that they will only ever find one mate. I think shingleback skinks are a lot like that. And they spend a lot of time together, shingleback skinks. One of my favourite lizards, but sadly we haven't got any here. That's an interesting lizard to look up if you're interested in reptiles at all. So they've got a tail that looks almost the same as its head, and when they feel threatened they will move that tail around more than the head in the hope that predators will bite their tail instead of the head. So she's a rescue. She came to us from the Netherlands. Someone was smuggling her without the right paperwork for that country. So we're not 100% sure how old Ice is. As I said, that was a custom seizure, so we only had sort of an approximate age. She was already fully grown when she was confiscated. Right, so which way shall we go? So they've finished up around there. Let's have a quick pass by the cats, shall we? And then we'll go down the back past the lemurs, past Pickle, and then we'll finish with the meerkats and red pandas. So that was a brown-nosed coati, but it was the albino version, the albino form. So we don't know what we're going to call the baby bear yet. We'll see how we, there's a tapir here, how we organise that. We'll we'll see, maybe we'll do that through Facebook or so. We'll have a look. So I just want to say thank you to anyone who's sending over stars. I really appreciate it. So sorry if I don't thank you all individually. Sometimes I do stop concentrating when I'm talking, so I do miss those sometimes. And then anytime we do questions and things, if I miss it, I will try and get back to it later on in the chat as well. So it looks like Kike is not up this end of the enclosure today. So she does enjoy it down at the other end. Thank you, Sid. No, she's not in the house. Let's have a look, see if we can see the pumas this time. So we've got Lola up here. And I think Binks is next to her. I'll go around in a second and see him. Thank you, Helen. So yeah, I do a lot more walking now than I usually. So I'm usually completely office based. So I've been doing a lot of walking. It's doing wonders for my fitness. The only thing which we've been able to find for the wish list that the tapirs can eat is the alfalfa. I think it's called Alpha A, but that was sold out last time I checked. So I'll have a look after this to see if I can add that back on again, see if that's back in stock. Their normal food is a food called Country Course Mix, which we can't get off Amazon. So we've got a stork over there sitting on the nest. So if she hatches out those eggs, that'll be our very first ones here. So that's very exciting. So we've got our fingers crossed that we'll be able to show you some baby storks soon. As I said, very, very first time they've gone down to nest here. I reckon I must be doing those, but I've got a lot of years of not doing 10,000 steps a day to catch up on. I need to get a little step machine under my desk. Thank you, Liz. So that is Loki the jaguar there. We'll just go see Luna. So the reason why we shut the lake is that, as you can see, it's all wood. So even everything that's in the water is wood. So it was built before we took the park over. And it just got to a stage now where we have so many people come to the park now, especially compared to when it first opened. We just weren't happy with having thousands of people crossing that bridge anymore. With it just being wood in the water. We think that a lot of those are probably rotten, and we wanted to close it before it became an issue. So just having a look at this guy. So this is a mandarin duck. So this is a male. That's one of my favourite types of duck. So Alpha A is the horse feed, yeah, horse feed Alpha A. It's just a plain one which we use for them, so not one of the ones. They do quite a few different ones with different additives and things. So we just use the sort of normal standard Alpha A. And they seem to really like those. So that's Luna, the black jaguar. That's our female. And Loki, the other one, is the male. Now we've got some more sleeping cats, which is the lions. So they're over next to each other over there. They're over the back of the enclosure. So there's Clarence at the back, and his brother Brutus at the front. So I think they're just 13 years old now. Going back to sleep, so it's a bit fuzzy there through the fence. So the bridge got shut because it's a complete wood construction, and because of the amount of foot traffic which we get through, we just didn't feel that it was safe anymore to have it open. So we closed it before anyone fell through it. So we've got some turtles. So we've got a few different species of turtle on the lake. So we've got red-bellied sliders, yellow-eared sliders, map turtles, there's some musk turtles. Cumberland sliders we got as well. I think male lions, I think, are probably too lazy to get bored. I think they wouldn't. I think it would be too much effort for them. But they have. You can see there's plenty of toys in there for them. So we've got tubes to roll around with, and you can see that the. I don't know if you can see that the barrels are very well used. They're full of puncture holes. So we do a lot of their enrichment with food. So yeah, so they've got plenty. They've got each other company as well. They really enjoy being together. It's very rare that you see them apart for a long time. So we're still having some discussions about what we're going to do with the lake. So we have to wait and see what happens with that. Yeah, we've still got crown cranes here. So we've got them in a separate, so we've got them fenced off now separately. There's a caracal. Because they can get a little bit aggressive when they've got babies. So that could be why we've not had stork babies before. It could have been that they've been putting them off. I'm just going to come back this way and look at the lemurs if we can. We've got the tigers on the side here. Let's go this way. So here we got the emus. So they've been laying lots of eggs lately, but they're all infertile. Our females never laid fertile eggs. Hello, mate. Hello. So we don't move our big cats around in enclosures. None of our big cat enclosures are connected. So if we wanted to move them about and put them in different enclosures for different view, we would have to either crate train them or anaesthetize them to get them to move around. So that's not something that we do. We've got his brother over there. Yeah, so we've got Troy and Blade here. He's having a drink from the top of his waterfall. Hi Rachel, hope you're well. So we don't work in with our big cats. So they can go in with the lynx and the clouded leopards, but that is always done in twos. And they do stay out of the way, but not any of the big cats. So here we've got Troy, and then Blades over there. Hi Tio and Eli. Hey boys. I thought you might be happy, Heather. Yeah, they was chuffing at me because they love me. Right, let's go see if we can find that lemur baby. There's a familiar face for everyone. our fearless leader.
Hi everyone, what are you doing? Right,
Tony looking busy. Well, there's our lemurs. Oh, I think we can probably finish at the wolves. Thank you very much, Sophie. Really appreciate that. If you go back on one of our past streams, you will see a big cat feed. I'm not sure exactly which one that was. Yeah, they're definitely not social distancing, those lemurs. Right, so I've got all of the mandrills out for the first time. Lovely, so I can introduce them to you. So we've got Malik over here. So this is our alpha male. He's the biggest one. And then we've got Matthias. He is the second in command. And then we've got, where's Kayan? Kayan over there wrestling with the babies. Let's see if we can see him. So Kayan is the lowest ranking male. He's the sort of lanky one there. But even though he's the lowest ranking, that's only because of his size. So he is very much an animal of brains rather than brawn. He's definitely our most intelligent one. So I had a video once, sadly I don't have it anymore, of Malik over there trying to open a coconut. He gave up after 11 minutes of failing. And then this guy over there, he opened it in literally, I think it was 20 seconds, if that. So, and then we've got two of our females there and there. So I think one of, I don't know which one is which, but I think one of them is Olive, and then I think the other one's Maggie, and then we've got some young ones there as well. So they've all been bred here, all the young ones. Yeah, so we're surrounded by bird noises. So there's Pickle. So with the male, as I said, with the girls, I can't tell them apart. I don't know which one's which, and I can't with the babies either. But with the males, they're all quite different. So all three of them are different sizes. Madge, not Maddie. So with our season tickets, if you pay for all in one go, you can use it on the day that you buy it. So you can use it, you can buy it on the way in or buy it online in advance. It's completely up to you. If you want to set up the direct debit one, you have an upfront payment like a deposit, and then it starts the monthly payments from after that. And with that one, you have to wait for that first payment to clear. So it takes, I think, about 10 days or so. So here we've got our black-tailed marmosets, our little gremlins. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so with those stars, we do benefit from those. It's just another option which we've been able to open up for people to make a donation to us. there's a lot of people that like sort of making donations in different ways. Nice close up of this handsome fella. That is that money comes straight to us. Obviously, just like with any payment that gets sent to us online, Facebook do take sort of a small handling charge, but it's just a nice way for you. It's basically a tip for why you're doing the video. But there's plenty of other ways that you can support us if you want to do so. Don't feel like you have to send those when we do get them, and we do really appreciate it though. There's other ways such as PayPal or through an online shop. We've got the Amazon wish list, or even just by joining in with these streams, by watching them, by commenting, liking, sharing. All those things really do help us, because it's thanks to all the interaction which we've been having that we've been able to open up things like the stars and in-stream advertising and things like that. So here we've got some of our parrots. And now we've got Sarah, who you saw in the penguin video the other day. So is this Chico?
Yeah, Chico's just
So
there.
Chico.
And we've got Pinky up the top here.
Pinky, that's original.
Yep, super original. We've got little Sharon and Major Mitchell.
So
Nice
Sharon at the front there.
I think Rosie might be all the way down the back. I think she is. Can't see her.
So thank you, Nikki and Caroline. So we haven't got any butterflies at the moment. So with our butterflies, they live in the tropical house. And what we do is at the start of the season, we actually buy in our first lot of butterflies from another company. And then we breed from that first lot because they don't live for all that long. At the end of the season, we then stop breeding them, and we do have to start again over. But because obviously we've not been able to open this year, at the moment we've decided not to get any butterflies as yet, because it's just a few more mouths to feed and heating to run at this time of year, where we're trying to cut back as many costs as we possibly can. So thank you, Rose. There's one of our red pandas. So the majority of our animals are diurnal. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't mind maybe doing a nocturnal tour with you guys, but I don't know how much we'd actually see. Plus obviously now where it's getting dark later, that'll be quite a late one. So do let me know if you'd be interested in a tour at like 9 PM or 10 PM or so. If enough people wanted to watch it, I'd certainly have a think about it. I'd have to do a little test run. Probably best to do it with a red light. I'm sure I've got a red light somewhere, so that we don't disturb the animals too much. But we might see things like the wolves, the red pandas, possibly those raccoons I've been trying to see for the last 3 weeks. We could show you where the chickens roost at night. I know a few people have asked that before. What else would we'd probably see some big cats moving about, maybe the bears. So I think there's probably a few things we'd see. So these two guys, I can't tell apart. Oh, there's the other one out there. I think that might be Mei Shan, because she's usually the more sort of up front one. So there's another one up there. You might not see him because of the light. I think that's probably Yuzu up there. Watch the next day, that's no fun for me. Well, I didn't consider the fact that you could just watch it the next day. So that makes it a little bit more worthwhile, I suppose. I know I won't be doing it today, but maybe it's something which I will think about for next week's schedule. We'll have a look. Well, I shouldn't have mentioned that, should I? That looks like it's going to be quite a popular one. So there's our meerkats. I haven't got any food for them today. Be interesting to see maybe what they do with the fruit beetle grubs, because they're huge. One of our monitors was even scared of them, so maybe worth trying them with the meerkats. They might really enjoy those. So we're just going to go around this way and finish with the wolves. Right, so I guess I'll be doing the nocturnal tour. And so we haven't got any plans to do overnight stays here. I don't think we've really got the space here because we're quite compact in this park. But it's something that we would like to bring in down at Sandwich. So we've still got some work to do down there on the animal park side. But it's certainly something that was started there before we took it over. So it's something that we'd like to maybe continue. I'm not going to do it tomorrow night. So Saturday is usually my day off. So Friday night I don't do anything. So I can have a lay-in on Saturday and then I'll do the tour with you later on in the day. So no nocturnal tour tomorrow, I'm afraid. But next week I'll have a look. You have to go camping again. Thank you very much, Andy. These are flamingos. So we've got Chilean flamingos here. No, as long as I've got time to do it, I'll be more than happy to do it. So here we've got Dakota, one of our wolves. So yesterday we had a talk with one of our keepers. So that was Sarah, the head of carnivores. She did talk about the wolves. That was very interesting. So we met Dakota a little bit close up, and her son Mowgli, who's over the back there, keeping a bit of distance. So on a Saturday morning, my little Ripley sits in bed with me and watches Hey Dougie while I have a bit more of a snooze. So my lay-in is probably about an extra hour in bed. I'm happy with that. I'm actually very, very lucky with our little one. He sleeps very well and has done probably since he's been 2 or 3 months old. So we really can't complain with him. So there's Mowgli. And Dakota. And we do something live every day. So tomorrow is the only time where you won't see a live recording, but I will be available for a live chat. So that's when we do video premieres. We've got 2 of those this week. One's tomorrow and one on Sunday. Tomorrow is Great Apes, and then Sunday is Reptiles. I think there's one on Sundays at 4, and tomorrow is at 2. So like I said, we do a live chat there, so you can talk to us in the comments. And other than that, we do either a live walk around the park. I usually do 3 or 4 a week, and then in between those we do talks with the keepers as well. So we do something live every single day. And you can watch all of our videos offline as well afterwards. Yep, not a problem at all. and they're at different times every week, so every day. So if you have a look, there should be a sticky post. It might be worth as well on there as well if you put some comments on that post about what sort of times are best for you, because I'll try and spread them out a little bit, which works well for me. But I know that the other day we did a little impromptu walk with the penguins in the morning, and that was really, really busy. I think we had 800 or 900 people when that first started, so I don't know if that was just because it was awesome little penguins or whether it was the time. So do let me know in those comments, and I'll have a look at the times a little bit better. So the names for the animals are chosen differently. So sometimes they come with the names already. Other times we let the keepers name them, although that can be a little bit dangerous sometimes. And then, especially if Matt's naming animals, he's a nightmare. He likes it when animals have people names. Sometimes we do it through Facebook. Competitions and things, so it's all different ways. So we've got 2 wolves at the moment. Hi Mia. Alright, so I think we've done a lap of the park now. That's most of what we can see actually during the live feeds. There's only a few areas, of the park that we can't see because we lack signal there. I think the only thing we've missed out today is the paddock animals and the tropical house, so I think we've done well. So hi Logan, thanks for joining us, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we'll see you again. She's not interested. So this is Momo, our alpha male. Oh, we won't watch that. Right, I think on that note, it's time to go. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for all of the stars we've been sent, really appreciate that, and all the help we've been getting on the Amazon wish list. So we've got another delivery which came in earlier today, so I'll be having a look at that in a little while. Weirdest names. I know we've got a big snake called Dave. Most of our big snakes are called Dave. In fact, I think they're pretty much all called Dave. So yeah, as I said, we really, really appreciate all the help we get. You are absolutely brilliant to us. It's really quite overwhelming when we get a delivery come in. Sometimes half the van is full of our stuff. So hi Phoebe and Ollie. So it really is appreciated. So thank you ever so much, and we'll see you again tomorrow for our tour around the great ape houses. I think that should be quite an interesting one. We go behind the scenes, so you'll see some parts of the park that you've never seen before. So yeah, should be good. And remember, you've got another few minutes while I go up to the office to send in your pictures for the League of Extraordinary Cuteness. I will be choosing the top 18 based on which animals have the most pictures. So at the moment there's a few close runs there and a few surprises in there as well. So if you want your animal to be in there and have a chance of having its own stream next week and some enrichment, go and do that now, and I'll have a look at those in just a minute. Thank you for joining us, and I will see you later. Cheers, bye.